Yeah, Sarah? Yeah, Sheriff Stephen J. Yeah, I'm back in my office from the world up above. Just in time, too, for the Children's Corner. When I'm sitting around with my homework all done and there's nothing to do, I call all of my friends, they don't answer the phone. Where have they gone to? Where do you go? Yeah, it's another beautiful day in the world of the magical couch. I think I'll start my rounds off today in Fantasy Forest. Yeah. Well, Fantasy Forest is pretty big and I get pretty hot walking around that place. Leave the top button undone today. So, yeah, let's do my rounds. Start the day.
Oh. Hey, Sam, hit me with another sarsaparilla there, will you?
Coming right up, Bart. How about you, Gibbering?
Well, yeah.
You got it.
What, Sam, you understood him?
I sure did.
Leave the bottle there, Sam. Hey, Gibbering, hand me that there spittoon, will you? Gibbering, you okay?
Is he okay?
He's fine. Probably just a little bump on the head. Woo! Hey, Sam, can we get another round?
None for me, Sam. Thank you very much. The trauma to my cranium is still causing me some extremely painful repercussions.
What did he say? I didn't understand a word he said. It's just a lot of gibber talk.
Well, he said don't give him any more shots. Gibbering! Oh, I understood you. Wow, I can't believe it. You're cured. You can talk. And all this time I thought you were just a jabbering idiot. Hey, the man, Gibbering.
Okay, Bart, I'm on it. Here you go, Sam.
Yeah.
Much obliged.
Just when you think they can't get any stranger.
You know, Douglas, I've been studying on gibbering for a while now, and I can't make sense of what he's saying. Can you understand him? It's just a bunch of jabbering and noise, and I don't know what's wrong with that. Maybe I have something to do with that bump on the side of his head.
Hey,
Ever.
what are you guys doing? Didn't Gibbering tell you about Harry?
Harry? Are you talking about that famous shavecracker from a long time ago? Well, he'd be pretty old by now if he's still around. Is he still around?
Well, I don't know. But if he is, we gotta find him by tonight. What's that you holding, Gutless?
It's a Disney pop.
That's right. And I got me a Ricky Rat. Oh, we went over to Todd Disney's place, and we won him over there at his Disneyland, and we joined his club. Right, that Gutless. That's yeah.
RATCLUB. Ricky Racker.
Knock it off! Get rid of that stuff. I am so tired of hearing about Todd Disney's success. Right now, we need to find out if Harry is still around, and we need to find out tonight. Now listen up, One Eye. I need you to take the east side of town. Gutless and Gibbering, need you guys to take the west side of town. I'm gonna pay me a visit to the sheriff.
All right, Bart, we got it. Come on, Gutless.
What's wrong with him? I tried to warn him about the ants. Some people just don't listen. Let's get this investigation started.
Hi there, everybody, and welcome to the town of the Children's Corner, located in the world of the Magical Couch. I'm Sheriff Stephen J., the Sheriff of Slouch County. And today, I'm just enjoying the beautiful day we're having here in Fantasy Forest. Yeah, I'm doing my rounds like I do every day here in Fantasy Forest, and it's such a vast area that I take a break right in the middle of it, and there just happens to be a bench and a table here. I actually picked it up when I was up in the world up above from a fellow up there named Stan. Now, Stan is a woodworker. He's a very talented man. And he's been woodworking since he was 16 years old. And now he's 93, and he's still doing woodworking. It's amazing the things that that man can make. Yeah, you know, now that I think of it, after I get done with my rounds, maybe I'll go to the world up above, and if you come along with me, I'll introduce you to Stan. Now, Stan's a little shy. I want to let you know that right up front, but maybe I'll get him to talk to us. And he is 93, so he's a little hard of hearing. So I'll tell you what, after I'm done with my rounds here, why don't you follow me on up into the world up above, and I'll introduce you to Stan. Hey, Stan! How you doing?
Oh, making ducks right now.
Well, you're making ducks.
Yes.
Well, you know, I brought some people with me. I thought maybe,
Okay.
you'd like to show them what you do. There you go. You see that, everybody? He made that duck. He's 93 years old. How long did it take you to make that duck?
Oh, about 2 hours.
2 hours. And what machines do you use to make the duck?
A table saw and a scroll saw.
And a scroll saw. And let me ask you, I'm looking around. You have a lot of equipment here in your shop. What other pieces of equipment do you have in here?
Oh, we had the bandsaw, drill press, and assorted hand tools.
Well, you know, I've been here before, and I've seen some of the things you've made. I know you have that hanging up, what is it, a tiger, a couple tigers, made out of woodworking with different types of wood or colored wood?
Walnut, and
Walnut?
maple, and that's about it.
Walnut and maple, and it's one of the first pieces you ever made, isn't it?
Yes.
He makes all kind of things, like you made a step, a little
Yeah.
step. And for children, you made the alligator. Is that an alligator that holds crayons?
Yes.
It's absolutely ingenious. Now, you have a lot of other pieces that I've seen. I know you make birdhouses.
Yes, we do.
And I know there's one piece that I really, really like. It's the Last Supper.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean,
I enjoy it myself.
that is awesome. And that, I believe you told me, that took you, what, about 2 years to complete?
About 2, yes, off and on.
2 years, off and on. Amazing. And how many pieces of wood are in the Last Supper?
Oh, I never really counted, but it's over 1,000.
Over 1,000.
Yeah,
And how many different types of wood?
maybe half of the different kind.
They say maybe, what, 6 different kinds maybe, around that?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, it's absolutely beautiful. Is there anything new that you've been working on?
This is one of the new things we're working on right now.
Oh, I see. It's looks like a puppy.
Yeah,
How many pieces of different types of wood is in the puppy?
about 2 or 3.
2 or 3. What kind of wood?
It's scraps that I had around the shop.
Well, that looks pretty good for just having scraps. I know I couldn't do that. I know I've also seen some other things you had up there. I saw baskets and I saw bowls. Which one of the tools do you make the bowls on?
Lathe.
A lathe. And so you make the bowls with the lathe.
Yep.
Have you made any bowls lately?
I just finished up this one.
Well, that's very nice. Wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're a very talented man.
Thank you again.
And welcome again. And you made a bench in the world of the Magical Couch. You made that bench and table.
Yeah.
What is about wood that you like? I mean, what got you into it that you started saying, I'm going to make things out of wood? What gave you that inspiration?
I just got the idea and I went and done it.
I don't know. If I tried to make something out of wood, I'd have splinters in my hands. I'd be damaged. And anyway, That's not my thing. Hey, I noticed you had another piece over here. Was that a doghouse or something you're working
Yeah,
on?
doghouse.
It's
Yeah.
funny. It's funny. Well, you're very talented. I want to thank you for talking with me and meeting the people. And I can't believe that you actually met the people. That's great.
Thank you.
And thank you for showing us your duck.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
And I think the people got a good idea what it looks like by now, don't you?
Thank you.
It's Ducky. It's Ducky. It's a joke. All right.
Good.
All right. Well, let's get back to work.
Okay.
And I'll be back because there's a few other pieces I want to get from you. I want to get one of those pens.
Okay.
93
See
years
you later.
old. All right. See you later. Take care now.
Bye.
Bye. That was Stan. He's a very private and shy man. Yeah, I'm really surprised you were able to meet him at all. Well, kind of, sort of. Well, you definitely met his duck. Well, Stan just amazes me. He's been woodworking for over 80 years, making adult items and toys for children and that inlaid wood stuff, you know, the pictures, like the Last Supper. And he's what we call an artisan, which just happens to be an Alphabet Chef word of interest. Artisan. A-R-T-I-S-A-N. Artisan. Which is a worker in a skilled trade, especially one that involves making things with the hands. And that's exactly what Stan does. Now, right down the street from Stan, well, kind of, sort of, is another artisan. His name is Vance. And Vance also makes things out of wood. But Vance specializes in one type of product, and that's stringed instruments, primarily guitars. And let me tell you, Hey, Vance!
Hey, Sheriff Stephen J. How you
Hey.
doing, buddy?
Pretty good, thank you.
Hey, come on in.
Oh, thank you.
Sit right down there. Got a
I'll
nice seat
take
right next
that. Oh, chair right next to you.
to you. You want a
That's
place to put that? I got
coincidence.
a counter up there if you want to
Thank you.
park it.
Don't let me forget it. I need
I
to
will
get back.
not let
All
you
right.
forget it. No way.
Well, I was in the area, down the street,
Yes?
visiting Stan. Stan Sr.?
Oh, yeah, the woodworker.
Yeah, he's a
He's been doing that for a long time.
fantastic man.
Good guy.
And I said, well, I'm right down the street. I might as well stop by and see my buddy Vance.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Thank you. And I was telling all the people that happened to join me today about your guitars and how beautiful they were. And, well, I thought you
People?
might show it to them. Yeah, the people right here. Just show, show you the
I
guitars.
don't see any people.
They're right there.
All right. Whatever you say.
Yeah, well, go ahead and humor me.
I will. This is one of my personal koa guitars. It's made from compression koa from Hawaii. And it's one of the fanciest koa woods I've been able to find anywhere in Hawaii. And it's my favorite instrument.
So you make all your guitars out of the Hawaiian koa wood?
Yes, yes, it's the
Oh, wow.
best wood in the world.
It is. You know, the koa wood in Hawaii is only found in Hawaii.
That's true?
And it was the wood of the kings. Only the kings were allowed to have anything made out of koa wood.
Absolutely.
So that's beautiful. I mean, that wood is just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. No two pieces are alike either. All the wood is different. Even though I make all my guitars out of koa wood, they're all different.
Now, what about this guitar? Do you know any history of the wood that was used to make this particular
Yes,
guitar?
this was bought from a Hawaiian that actually has a permit from the Hawaiian government to go up into the mountains and dig these out of the roots out of the ground, the koa roots from old blown down trees from like 500 or 600 years ago.
Well, if you have a minute, would you mind just, I know there's a lot that goes into making these guitars.
Oh yes.
So could you just take a second to like kind of explain briefly, you know,
The
how you do it,
processes?
the process?
Yeah, yeah. Because
Now-
it would take us a couple weeks if I went through everything. So
Yeah, yeah,
I
true.
don't think you got that much time.
No, I got to get back. But anyway.
Yes.
Okay. The first thing you do is you get the wood from Hawaii,
I
because
do,
that's the only
yeah.
place you can get it. And you get the wood, and okay, what do you do?
I bring it over here. I buy it in blocks that measure about 9 inches wide by 2 inches thick by 21 inches long. And I take them up on my bandsaw upstairs in my shop, and I slice them into flitches. A flitch is a little thin wafer that keeps cutting off the board as you go. And when you get two that are right next to each other, they're called a matched flitch. And I put them together to form this seam. You can see the seam right here. So there's a half flitch, another half that came off the board,
I
the
see.
block of wood, and then I glue them together in a form upstairs and brace them. And that makes it a big enough board now so I can cut out the sound hole and do the intricate design work on the front, and also I can do the same for the back. Here's another flitch
Wow.
and another flitch. And I do all my inlaying before I glue them all together so I don't ruin everything.
And you have some type of a template, right?
Yes, I have a plastic template I use to trace out the outer shape, and I can tell exactly what that guitar is going to look like before it's even sprayed out with finish and stuff.
And I see this on the back. You put some fish.
Yes, these are Manini tangs from Hawaii. They're my favorite fish that I snorkel with in Hawaii, and I thought it looked great. It looked like they're swimming through waves of water in the back of my
beautiful.
guitar.
Let me see that.
Isn't that
Look
cool?
at that. Wow. And what'd you make those fish out of?
It's called PowerShell, and that's a lighter colored. Sometimes it's rainbow colored. This is to duplicate the silver color of the fish scales.
So now that you have, okay, you got the front here.
Yep.
Sides and you got sides in the top. Okay.
Right. I take the sides, which are cut out of a skinny block of koa wood. Similar idea. It's a thick block, but it's a lot more narrow. I flitch that out, and I take two matching pieces side by side. I run them through my drum sander, make them real thin, and then I put them in a heated form, and I press them into shape. So this side would be the cutaway shape. The cutaway means I can bring my hand further down on the
I
fretboard.
see.
And I bend that side out, and then I match it, and I bend another side opposite it, and then that goes in a dry form, and that's where I start clamping it up and glue.
Well, you know, I never knew
braces.
what that was for. That cutout on some of these models
Right.
of guitars. And me with I got like short fingers and like fat hands, I guess. I would need that to
Yes,
get down.
it really helps you get the higher notes.
Especially if I was playing a lead, you know what I mean?
Definitely. You want all the room you
Yeah,
can
well, that's
get.
going to happen.
So some guitars have that and some don't. It depends preference to the actual musician. So this is pretty much the sides, and we got the top, and I'll put it in a special flat board, and I'll take a router and I'll route in these beautiful inlays around the sound hole, and I'll actually cut out the sound hole with a little Dremel on a compass rose, and that's how I get that design in that. That's a whole process. Glue these all together, make the box. They call this the box. And then I move on to the neck.
The neck.
The neck's another whole process.
I know what the neck is. I know
Right.
this is the neck. Right
Yep.
there.
This is the neck, and you got quilted maple on this neck, and that's
Oh,
all
beautiful.
carved out of blocks of quilted
Wow.
maple.
Where do you get your quilted maple from?
That comes from the Midwest, and big leaf maple. It's a special maple that has a disease in it, and it makes these beautiful swirls.
Really? So it's diseased maple?
Yeah, designed, looks like taffy boiling on the stove, taffy candy.
Oh, man.
And so I carve that out, and then I add a fretboard made out of solid Madagascar ebony. It comes from the island of Madagascar. It's the blackest, hardest wood in the world. And that's so the frets will stay in. There's little slots that I cut across here, and I measure out a nice music scale, and I cut these frets in and press them in with a special press, and polish them all out.
Now, I have a
and sand them.
question real quick. So is a fretboard part of the head?
No, the head is a separate piece than the fretboard. The fretboard is just this black piece of wood that stretches from here to here. It's part of the neck, and it's actually grafted on with a slice. It's like a 15-degree angle slice right here. You can barely see a seam, and you glue that on, and then you put a piece of veneered koa, like 1/8-inch thick koa on top of that, and glue that together. It makes a nice, strong, angled piece, and that's to bend the strings so they sound good when they go across this piece of
Well, wow, that's a
material.
lot. And you talk about that's just some of it.
That's just some of it, and then there's drilling the holes and putting the machine tuners in, and putting the carved emblems in. There's a lot of steps that
I'm getting confused.
I know.
Well, I know one thing though. I know that I could never ever make one of these guitars. How did you get into it?
Well, I played for a while, and I played other guitars, and I just got so interested in it. I says, wonder if I could build a guitar. I'm a woodworker. Yeah, so I bought a book. And the book was really informative, and then I had a friend that knew a guy that used to work in a guitar factory, and he helped me out too.
Well, you can give me all the books, you can find about it, and you can give me all the people who know how to do it and instruct me on how to do it, but I couldn't do it. I
Well,
think you have to have more than that. You have to have a
I
talent.
did have some
You a
background in
talent.
woodworking, and
Okay.
refinishing antiques and restoration, and doing finishes and building cabinets. So I'm sure that helped a lot. But I think anybody, if they took it real slow and used the book and some videos or something, they could probably come up with a good instrument.
Yeah, well, I'd come up with a lot of boo-boos, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Band-aids and everything else.
Well, I've made some mistakes along the line, don't you worry.
And I see these guitars over here, they're just wonderful.
Yes,
Look
I've
at
got
those things.
probably 7 or 8 different models that I produce, and some have cutaways in them. I got some that are smaller version. They're called an actual parlor guitar, and so they're easy to carry around and take with you on a camping trip or whatever you want to do with it.
That's nice.
And I've actually made ukuleles.
Ukulele.
Yes, the
ukulele.
the Hawaiian instrument adopted from Portugal. That's where
Portugal.
I couldn't come up with the country. They invented it, but the Hawaiians actually made it popular. And so you hear a lot about Hawaiian ukulele players. And what was that guy that you knew? There was a guy that used to play Tiptoe Through the Tulips or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was a long
well, he
time
was
ago.
famous. And anyway, I make 2 models of those. I make a tenor ukulele and a baritone, which is a bigger model.
Well, I noticed in the cabin over here you do have an ukulele.
Yeah, that's the baritone ukulele.
But it looked too big to be a regular ukulele.
Yeah, it's like a shrunk down guitar, but only has 4 strings. And it has a deeper sound than the other ukuleles that
Are
I
they
do.
harder to play than a guitar with 6 strings?
Well, I don't know. I played for a while on them. I'm not real good at playing on ukuleles, but I would say they're easier because a lot of people use that as their first instrument to start playing with.
Well, these are beautiful guitars you got down here.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Which brings me to my next question.
Okay.
What is up with the tropical fish store?
Well, that's another passionate hobby of mine that I started about 40 years ago. And I've always done tropical fish. I've been working in other pet shops for years and years. I just love the color and the peacefulness of it and collecting them and doing everything about it. And now I like helping people get their own fish tanks together and stuff.
So what makes your tropical fish store unique from somebody else's tropical fish store?
Well, we concentrate just on fish, and we don't do dogs and cats and birds and all that stuff. We help the customer, and we've had so much experience behind us that we can give them success if they want to do a saltwater aquarium, which is a little more advanced, or a freshwater aquarium, which is probably the most popular that we do sell. And
So do you have any spots in your store that you like?
oh yeah, there's a touch tank over there.
Your
It's-
favorites?
Oh, touch tank's my favorite. Saltwater touch tank with tropical
Really?
starfish and urchins and
You can
snails and
Give me a
clams.
touch tank like
There's even
you
a
touch
lobster.
it.
Yeah,
There's-
you can touch the animals.
There's
and
a lobster in
There's
there?
a little miniature purple lobster that likes to bite fingers, but
Oh my
he's still
God.
cool. He's been here for 2 or 3 years now. Oh, the African cichlid tanks. They're real pretty. They're bright colored freshwater fish from the biggest, deepest lakes in the whole world in Africa, Lake Tanganyika in Malawi. We also have Australian fish from Australian rivers and streams. that are
What
bright
makes
red.
them unique?
Oh,
in
their
Australia?
colors are bright red, and they live a long time. They're fast moving, and they're very peaceful. We have a glowfish tank, which are
Glowfish.
genetically modified
known.
tetras. Yeah,
Yeah.
They take DNA from coral and anemones and jellyfish and embed it into the DNA structure, and so these fish glow bright orange, red, and yellow, and blue, and purple. And we also have saltwater, a coral tank, which I think you would like. They got the brilliant
Coral.
hammer corals and anemones.
Anemone.
Anemones are beautiful, little long tentacled animals that the clownfish like to
A
live in.
clownfish.
Clownfish, yes. They have great paintings on their bodies that look like clown paintings. There's probably 3 or 4 different colored mushroom rocks. Some are purple, some are green. There's all kinds of brightly colored polyps that have little tentacles that come out. They're just very unique, and you can mix fish with them.
But no sharks.
No sharks. I have a shark tank, though.
You're a kid.
I have a 1,400-gallon shark tank in the other room, and we're waiting to get a shark. We're looking for a shark right now. And we have some fish in it, but it's the biggest aquarium I've ever built.
So when they talk about a shark tank,
I'm going to get a shark.
you really have a shark tank.
Well, I will. I will have a shark in there eventually. So hopefully in the next few weeks.
Amazing. Well, you know what? You have an amazing place here. Some interesting things here.
Thank you very much.
But your woodworking is just fantastic. I love these guitars. Maybe one of these days even I'll be able to get a guitar like this.
Well, that'd be great. I'd be happy to help you out, too.
And thanks, Vance.
You're welcome.
You're a great man.
It was nice to meet you.
Talented man.
Sure, Stephen J. I really
Artisan
appreciate
man.
it. There we go.
He's the artisan man.
I am that.
Not a Renaissance man, but you're
No,
the artisan man.
I'm the artisan man.
Hey, thank you very much, and we'll see you. Let me grab the pink bag. I
Hey,
need
go
to
for
get
it.
home, and I'll see you next time. I'll drop by next time I'm up. I'm
All right.
hungry. Time to go eat.
Yeah, me too.
I
Anytime.
think I'll have fish.
Not me. I'm more like a steak eater.
Oh, I don't care what you're having. I'm having fish.
All
You
right.
got me in the mood.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Take care.
You too now. I'm going to finish playing.
All right. So there you have it. You've met Stan Sr., and now you've met Vance, and they both are very talented, artistic woodworkers. And Vance has a second passion, and that's tropical fish. Put me in the mood for fish, actually. I'm kind of hungry. I love fish. Grilled fish, barbecue fish, smoked fish. So it's time to go. And I want to thank you all for joining me today, and I really look forward to seeing you all next time on the Children's Corner. Get me some fish. No offense. Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the children's corner.
Tell me, where do you go?
We're gonna go to the children's corner.
Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the children's corner.
Just where do you go?